After a slaughter-filled bloodbath with the dream shaping, pheromone beasts of Planet X, we'd split for shore. Leave at space station Philly Phil's Plunger pit, which really isn't much more than an enormous video arcade, snack bar, shooting range, youth hostel, Venezuelan bodega, detention center, interfaith chapel, and Federation-approved whore house, thank God. Once we docked, decontaminated, and sat through a series of off-world STD inoculations plus the biannual DNA update of our next of kin notification, I hoofed it to the devil's red den, flipped a fat-fed disc, and in the blink of a lid found myself standing naked in front of, you guessed it, a dream-shaping pheromone beast from Planet X. If you've never been in combat, and by combat, I mean having first slugged it out with lasers, then grenades, then when all the high-tech options went belly up, you found yourself standing fang to face, locked in mortal combat with each assailant in full battle armor attempting to strangle the life out of the other. And while blood was spilt and bombs went boom. And you know for an absolute fact that this is the literal end of your life, you start to wonder what it might be like to have sex with. After 22 months in outer space, and after having watched the entire run of the original Star Trek, Babylon 5, Stargate, Battlestar Galactica featuring Lorne Greene, and for some unacceptable reason, Buck Rogers of the 25th century, then having later watched and rewatched both Logans run in the BBC masterpiece hyperdrive back-to-back, one's once conservative, square, and decidedly less adventurous, human-centric ideas of sexuality become curiously and determinedly less restrained. So there I stood, naked as Adam or whatever passed for a dream shaper's original sin or mine. Then the beast took me in his her. Its talon moment, I wondered if it was gonna fire a bone hook straight into my skull and pull my brain inside out through my nose. But instead we kissed, the pheromone beast surprisingly tender in its approach, its velvet tongue gently lapping mine as I leaned back and looked into its eyes. The dream shaper seemed to morph into a pin-up version of my first girlfriend, Charity, then fucked my idiot brains out. Wait till I tell Charity, I thought, basking in a nerve-drenched sensuality I'd never thought possible, every rapturous fiber of my body craving for more, the entirety of my... Get up, fuckhead, said the space patrol, kicking me in the shins. What? I said, my eyes burning with pheromone withdrawal, my skull a hammer factory. You banged a dream shaper, didn't you? Maybe, I said, sitting up on the concrete floor of the Philly Phil. Drunk tank, the space patrol tossed my Federation credit card into my lap. You got dream boned, he said with a yawn. Wiped you clean. Later on board the ship and back in my bunk, I replayed the day's events, piecing together scraps of images till a kind of clarity merged. I felt a stirring understanding, having stepped past the confines of human sexuality, joyously overcoming the petty prejudices bind us to our tribe. One day I'll tell my children, I thought with a tinge of pride, then decided that because she dumped me from my best friend Charlie a day after I'd enlisted, and that only because she talked me into it, I'd make a point of telling Charity's children as well. It's the least I can do. It's the least I can do.